Hi everyone and welcome to another live trading series. It is Monday, October 18th. It's around 12:13 p.m., my lunch break where I get to trade and film these videos. I'm going to be showing you three things today. Rolling my AMD strangle, Square strangle, and then rolling up my Tesla poor man's covered call because Tesla keeps increasing and my call is in the money. So you'll see how I manage something that is in the money and I might be assigned and just how to deal with that. So again, neighbor doing construction, which is fantastic. It's been about 4.5 years now. If we take a look at AMD, strangles are perfect for predicting a trading range. Obviously, you want it to trade within the range you picked. I think I chose the 15 delta on each side, which was 117.97. And now with AMD going up 3% just today, I'm going to have to manage it. I'm going to roll it out. If we take a look at, let's just isolate AMD. All right, so I did the 97, 117 strangle. It has 11 days to expiration. I'm going to roll it out 2 weeks. If I need to manage it again, I'm going to roll it out another 2 weeks. I don't like doing 45 days right off the bat because it doesn't leave me much chance to roll it out even further. I like 45 days max. If I'm in trouble, 60 days. I don't see much like theta or much premium or money in rolling it out further than 60 days because you're waiting a really long time and you don't get paid that much more for every additional day. So I'm going to do 2 weeks first. If we take a look at just what the deltas would look like, it's not the best, but since I have to manage it, it's just kind of what I have to deal with. So I'm going to do a little, what is it, like a one? I'm not sure when you choose different deltas on each side, I'm not sure what that's called. There was a name for it, but I decided to go 106 strike, which is the 20 delta here, which is a little higher than what I do, but my risk isn't the put side because I have the cash in case something happens, but I'm going to roll it. I'm not going to accept assignment. My risk is the call side. So I'm going to go a little further. It's not too far. So I'm going to go, I think I'm going to do 125 strike, which is the 27 delta. But the reason why I have to do this is if you look at the price of what I'm getting, the calls went up so much. I have to buy them back at 365 and I'll be selling 269. Not the best. If I want to go a little riskier on the put side, I could do something like this. I don't think this is the best idea. Should I play around with this? My risk isn't the put side. Like I am $5 away. I can roll it down if something happens. It is a month away. Because today is October 18th. I'll be selling the November 19th, which is, November 19th. I will be earning a lot of premium to do this, and it would be a little safer in case it keeps going up. What I'm going to do, I'm going to break my tradition right now. I'll go for a little more premium. This will probably pay me like $800 if I go here. Yes, $800. I'm making $1 a contract and I'm selling 8 of them. Buy to close, and then sell to open. So this eliminates my obligation and I'm moving it further out. I am okay with this. I am bullish on AMD going, in the future and in the long term. So I don't mind going a little closer to at the money on the put side. This is not ideal. I've been doing 15 delta for a long time, but I do have to manage it. And, you don't always get the best case scenarios when a stock goes up 3% in a day. Let's see. Let's close this. And then I'm going to go, if I show you what's happening on the Square side, it's a little safer. So if we take a look just at what Square's doing, this is the perfect scenario. It's been trading sideways. Both the call and the put side of my strangle are like 75% in the money. Again, 11 days left. I'm going to roll this out to the same expiration, November 19th. I chose the 285 call, 215 put because I am currently bullish right now. So let me go. Sorry, so I messed it up. I'm just going to try again. So customize, add a call, add a put. So I'm going to sell to and then go to the November 19th. So if we take a look at what the deltas are over here, again, my risk isn't the put side because it's only 2 contracts and I do have the cash if something happens. So if we look at delta, 220 looks like closest to the 15 strike. If I wanted to go a little more, I do like the 15 delta. Let's go a little higher, 18 on this side, which is 225. So we'll go 225 for puts. And then I hopefully want to go higher than 285 this time. Okay. I want to be further away because my risk is getting assigned on shares that I don't own. So I will go 13 on this side. On the put side, 13 delta, which we said is 290. And so I'm making a lot more on this one, mainly because everything decayed nicely. With AMD shooting up, there was a lot of gamma because there's only 2 weeks left, which gamma increases. Plus it went up 3% today, so it is a little more expensive. But my call and put on my strangle for square decayed perfectly, exactly what I wanted. So I am making a lot more on this. You can tell because I'm doing 2 contracts, even though it is more expensive, it's 2.5, it's probably twice the cost. AMD was like 112, this is 250. So even just for 2 contracts, I'm making, should be $1,000. So you can see what happens when something decays perfectly, stays within your trading range, and what happens when something gets tested. So my call side was tested on AMD, which is why to manage it, not making the most amount. But we'll see buy to close, buy to close. This is perfect. Buying power decreases. I'm using more buying power now because I am going up from 285 and 215. So I'm going up in both legs. So I have to use a little bit more, which is fine. Okay, now this is not really an issue, but if we look at the poor man's covered call, I sold an 830 call for Tesla and it is at like 860, 861. It went up 3% on Friday, 2% today. I've been trying to roll it up for a credit every time, but it's not necessarily working. I think I rolled it up for negative $48, but I don't want to get assigned. I want to keep this rolling. Like I don't make money if this gets assigned and I have to sell my leap. But if something happens, if I do end up getting assigned, just note that Questrade doesn't automatically exercise this 300 call. They don't know what a poor man's covered call is. Right here, it's called a diagonal. You have to manage it yourself. So if I do get assigned, it will say negative 100 Tesla shares. And then it's up to me what to do after. I could exercise this call to cover my obligation, but what is more important, what I always recommend doing, don't exercise the call, instead sell it. You see there's always intrinsic and extrinsic value in a poor man, in any option. And here, because I have 459 days left, there's 459 days of extrinsic value that's available. So this should be worth more than the shares, than the underlying. I hope that makes sense. So 100 shares at the current price, 860, should be $86,000. So this, if I sell it, should be worth more. But how do we take that into account when there's only $56,000 here? We have to consider the $30,000 that's already worth in the call. So if we go 56,500 plus 30,000, this is worth $86,500. So I would be losing out on $500 if I exercised. It's not a lot, but it makes more sense to sell and then buy 100 shares to bring you back to negative. I really hope that makes sense, but long story short, long story long actually, if I get assigned, I'll be negative 100 and then I will sell this and buy the shares so that I'll be at the break even. Now comes time to manage it. I'm going to roll it out further in time. So we go add a call. So you buy back the exact one you sold, which was 830, and then I'm going to sell Hopefully like 850, 860. We'll see how much I can make. If I roll it out 2 weeks, I'm still not making enough. Debit. This is a loss. If we go 850, oh my God. I'm still, even though I'm rolling it out 2 more weeks, I can't believe this. If I do 3 weeks, I'm still rolling at a loss. That's insane. Buy back the 830 call. So I'm rolling it up 20 strikes. Wow. This is not ideal. I always want to roll for a profit. Erg. Do I take the hit? I don't want to. This is insane. I don't want to roll it out this much. I'm still not making any money. Let's see if I can roll it out for. Do you think someone would pay me? Let's see if I can make at least just break even. This is nuts. I wasn't expecting. This is what happens when something gets too deep in the money. There's not much extrinsic value left and I'd be losing. Yeah, I'm pretty unhappy. Pretty unhappy with how this turned out. I should have managed it earlier. So now I'm rolling it a month out. Man, I don't like that. Because I'm still rolling it. It's in the money. Man. Let's see what happens. I'm going to roll this. So this would cost me $1. I'm getting paid $5. And then my commission is $6. So this will cost me $1. But I am moving it up 20 strikes. And it's my fault for waiting this long to manage it. So I'll just do that. There's nothing else really I wanted to show today. Everything else is kind of decaying nicely. I sold, so this is more of an earnings play. Tesla has earnings in 2 days. I sold puts that are like 15% out of the money, and you can see they've already decayed nicely. This is like 75%. I'm guessing these are both like 75% profitable. I'm going to wait until after earnings. I don't see Tesla going down $140 in 4 days. If they do, I would manage these, but I am pretty happy with how these turned out. So even though I am losing slightly on this, if I can sell another put to make up for any money I would have lost on the call, like I think I'd be happy, but I should have managed this earlier. Like I should have not let it get this deep in the money. Right now it's like 30 something dollars in the money, and I can't even roll it up for a credit. I'd be losing $1. But it's fine because I'm indirectly making $2,000. Going from 830 to 850 for 100 shares, that's $2,000. But man, shout out to my neighbor. Construction for 4 years. I'm going to leave it here. Oh, sorry, my lighting's a little poor. I'm going to leave it here. I'm doing a lot of trading videos. I'm going to hopefully release some cryptocurrency videos. I want to show you what I've been doing there. Ideally, I want Q3 results for companies to come out so I can do more stock reviews. I don't want to review old information, which is the Q2 results. I think Q3 results are like a month away. I might be rehashing some of my older videos just for my newer audience. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for watching and tune into the next one.